Yo, what's going on, you guys, and welcome back to Tunnel Vision Talk. It is now September. Football season starts on Thursday. I know we're both hyped. I know you're hyped if you're listening to this podcast, because
Yeah.
why else would you be listening to this if you don't like football? So today we got a stacked podcast for you guys. We got Name 'em, Rank 'em. We got the team builder segment coming back. No top five this episode. And we're going to be giving our week one predictions. This is probably going to be the format of most podcasts, except after this week, we're going to have news to report from all the games that happen from around the league, like injuries, free agent signings, trades. The only really news we got today was that the Ravens worked out Le'Veon Bell, and they also worked out
Devonta Foreman.
Devontae Freeman. Wait, no. It was Deontay Foreman, right?
It was Devonta Foreman. Yeah, he was
Freeman,
on.
Yeah, Freeman's already with the Saints, so it had to be Foreman.
Yeah, Foreman and Freeman were both with the Saints, and then they kept Freeman, cut Foreman.
Yeah. But Le'Veon Bell, obviously the more notable name out of that. I don't think he still has it. I mean, he went to the Chiefs and they weren't able to use him that much. I mean, I think he'll be serviceable, but I think Gus Edwards and Justice Hill. Well, apparently they got their rookie running back that they got. Apparently he passed.
Yeah,
he passed Justice Hill for running back too.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's good. Like,
I mean, if you're passing Hill already.
Yeah, he's good. I don't really see the need to bring in another guy. I mean, because Justice Hill is already so valuable on special teams, like, that you can use him out. I don't see the need for it, but whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and hop on in to the team builder segment. Yeah. This should be an interesting one. If I win it today, it's tied up 3 apiece. So
yeah,
this is going to get a little interesting. So I will start off with my quarterback. It is Derek Carr. Obviously not the best.
Yeah.
Probably lost that one.
Yeah,
just by the look on your face.
That. Unless you had Patrick Mahomes, you lost that. So Aaron Rodgers is my QB. And with that, I will also go into my second one. First wide receiver, Davante Adams.
Wait, first wide receiver. You skipped running back.
I did skip running back. Sorry.
I guess you just don't have a running back.
No, I have a running back. I went down the thing. Yeah.
All right,
my
running back.
Oh, did you want to say it first to me? I was gonna.
You got it.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, I definitely got you. Got CMC.
Oh yeah.
I was just praying you weren't gonna say like Derrick Henry or Dalvin Cook or Kamara.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
So wide receiver core, mine is Allen Robinson, Stephon Diggs, and Jalen Waddle.
Oh, you beat me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was kind of mad because I got 3 Packers on this.
Oh.
So I got Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, Allen Lazard, and then Kenny Golladay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not a bad receiving core, but I'd give it to you.
Yeah, I got to the Dolphins for my last one, and I was like, well, I guess I'll take Waddle as a slot if we're trying to play like that.
Yeah.
So
like I have no
slot
guy. All my guys are just big body guys.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, sometimes big bodies just pay off. So
yeah. All right.
Tight end. What's it looking like?
I have Max Williams.
Oh no. I got Hunter. I got Hunter Henry. I mean, I could have chose Jonnu Smith and been just as fine, but
yeah, I told him before this, I was like, everything past tight end, like tight end and down is just terrible. Leading into that, Bengals O-line.
Oh no, I got the Patriots O-line.
Oh. So what is the score right now?
4-1. So
yeah, it's gonna be 5-1. Lions D.
Browns defense. And with that, I'll go ahead and tack on the matchup point, making it 6-1. And if I'm correct, oh no, I've had another 6-1 before. That was when I had Julio, Davante Adams, George Kittle. I somehow had the Texans O-line and still got it.
And that was the one. Yeah.
So that ties up that series at 3.
Is it 3 or I thought I had 4? I thought we clarified last podcast I had 4.
I
don't know.
Okay, hold on. Let me just tell you how many times we've done this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the sixth one that I have in my notes.
All right.
So
All right. Whatever. Yeah. All right. 3-3.
all right, now heading on into name them, rank them. Today it's talent's time to name them. My turn to rank them.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing defense this time from here on out. So here we go.
Yeah. So I went with a safety, a D lineman, linebacker, and a corner. So I just realized I put in. We'll just go ahead and start with the corner. I put in Darius Leonard, but it meant to be Darius Slay.
Darius
I
Slay.
was like, why is there 2 linebackers on there? I was like, so Darius Slay, yeah.
Darius Slay, I like him. I mean, obviously with age, he's declined a little, not the same Lions cornerback that he used to be. I would still put him probably like top 15. I still think he's probably like one of the highlights on the Eagles defense with Fletcher Cox. Probably going to be part of the reason that the Eagles aren't horrible on defense, just because like besides Cox, Graham, and Slay, who else do they really have?
Right.
Lost Jalen Mills.
Right.
That's bad. I can tell you.
Yeah, I'd probably put him around like top 20 range, but yeah, he's around there. Like you said, age, but he's definitely not like major. He's not like declining like crazy. But all right, moving on to my D lineman, DeForest Buckner.
I'm in between probably top 10, top 5, but I mean, who would I say that's in front of him? I would put like Chris Jones in front of him. Probably still Fletcher Cox in front of him. I probably would have to say top 5. I mean, he was really the main reason that the Colts defense had a huge turnaround last year. And you saw what he did in San Francisco. He just was even better in Indianapolis.
Right.
Really just improved everyone around him. Made the entire defense look 10 times better. I mean, so I would have to say top 5. Mainly just because I can't even think of 5 guys that would be better.
Yeah, I don't know about better, but I'd say like to round out top 5. I mean, obviously like Fletcher Cox is up there for me. Akeem Hicks is another guy that I feel like is still deserving of at least a top 10, a high top 10 spot. But
I mean, obviously Aaron Donald.
Right. So I mean, but to me, there's really not that many other competitors. It's really just like the older guys that top out the charts to me. But all right, for this safety, Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith. I would probably have to say top 10. But not like low top 10. I'd probably say like around 6 or 7. I still think he's a good guy in terms of
he just got extended ability. By the way, for 4 years. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. I think talent wise, he's just not talked about as much as he should be. I mean, like everyone talks about Tyrann Mathieu, Budda Baker, Jamal Adams so much, but like Harrison Smith is just as good as all of them.
Right.
Budda Baker, in my opinion. I mean, we might get to that in another podcast, but not that good in my opinion. He just had like a couple of good plays, and I mean, his first career interception was this year.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I like him, but when it comes to ranking, to me, it's like you named like Budda Baker, Jamal Adams, Tyrann Mathieu, right? Like there's Justin Simmons, and then to me, it's like Harrison Smith could be 5. There's just because of age and him being on the Vikings, and the Vikings just not like them being that mediocre, like weird, like in a weird spot team where it's like Packers completely overshadow them. Publicity wise, it's just like he never gets any recognition whatsoever. So I definitely put him. If you're top 10, he's 6.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, for the last one, the linebacker position, Devin White.
White.
Just to say, I picked him because everyone, like, everyone wants to put him like top 5, right? Or like top 3. So, and I know Nathan personally does not agree with that whatsoever, and I've heard it in the past. So that's why I put him on here.
It's not that I don't like him. It's not that I don't think he's talented.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that he's too young and he's been playing with too good of a defense to be calling him a top 5 linebacker in the league.
Yeah, or some people even the best.
He's, in my opinion, he's a glorified like Jayon Brown. It's just like he's playing alongside a top 5 linebacker already in Levante David. So I mean, like,
if not the best linebacker in the league, he's in that conversation.
I mean, when you're not wanting to go to that side of the field, like, of course your stats are going to look so much better. Just because,
you're playing, it's the same as any position. Like, if you're playing against, or you're playing with, the number 1, number 2, number 3 guy in the league at your position, right? Like, I mean, you're gonna shine.
Yeah, that's my thing with guys like J.C. Jackson and Darius Williams. Like, they're playing opposite of Jalen Ramsey and Stephon Gilmore. So obviously they're going to see a lot more action compared to like this year, Janoris Jenkins on the Titans. He's going to be seeing a lot of action because he's not a top guy.
And I think, and like you said, there's no shade or hate towards Devin White. Like, he's a great athlete. He'd be a linebacker 1 on most teams in the NFL.
I mean, with that being said, I would have to rank him top 100.
Right.
Realistically, I'd probably say like borderline top 15, top 20, like either 15 or 16, one of those.
Really?
I do think he's still better than most of the guys in the league. I just think I need to see more out of him, like personally, compared to. I mean, obviously he's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon, but you get the point.
Yeah. I'd put him like, I put him like 9, 10, 11, 12, that range.
That's still too high for me.
I just think, like, with linebackers in the league, they're all either old or just like in a weird spot. Like, you got like the young guys like Patrick Queen, Devin White is there.
Devin Bush.
There's Devin Bush. Injuries have kind of messed with him, but the other guys that I would say like top 5 is like, Fred Warner. Like, obviously, like Fred Warner, Levante David, Bobby Wagner, kind of still in the question just because of what he's done.
I mean, Eric Kendricks for the Vikings. He's not talked about a lot.
Roquan Smith.
Yeah. I mean,
he kind of plays outside linebacker, but he gets in the field. So I mean, there's a lot of guys there, but I feel like it kind of rounds out, or it kind of like the list just kind of like gets to a point where it's like, I feel like Devin White kind of fits in.
If you wanted me to, I could name everyone that I think is better than everyone. We might need a different podcast, just me listening. Everyone in the league that's better than Devin White.
Tomorrow, there's going to be a solo pod with just Nathan, and it's literally going to be titled, Why Devin White is Not a Top 5 Linebacker in the League.
What was Devin White ranked in the top 100 this year? Because if he was ranked above like top...
No shot.
He was ranked 28th.
Yeah.
20. He's not the 28th best. He's not top 100.
I thought you were gonna say he's not the 28th best linebacker.
No, I mean, like, he's not. He shouldn't be on the list. I mean, if we got guys
he should be okay. He should be on the list.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be on the list
because of the recognition from players and dude's a stud. Like, you can't deny that.
It's popularity contest. Why do you think Quentin Nelson got ranked below DK Metcalf?
Okay, can I say this? Here's I know you hate Pro Football Focus, but here's just for reference, right? Here's Pro Football Focus 32 best linebackers entering the 2021 season. Bobby Wagner, Fred Warner, Eric Kendricks are 3. Levante David, Demario Davis, Darius Leonard, Deion Jones.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Deion Jones.
At 7, and then you have. Then you have Roquan Smith at 8, Dante Hightower at 9, Alexander Johnson at 10.
He slept on.
Right. Matt Milano, Jayon Brown, Zach Cunningham, KJ Wright.
Where's Tremaine Edmonds?
And then here's Miles Jack at 15, which I wouldn't really put at middle linebacker, but but whatever.
He's kind of weird. He's kind of like hybrid.
Let's go find. Okay, Jermaine Edmonds is at 24. Devin White's at 25. Respect.
You would have to name like all the guys in between, but like I don't think he's 25, but I would.
All right, let's put. Is he better than Kenneth Murray from the Chargers?
Is he a rookie? Or no, he was a rookie last year, but yeah.
He was a rookie. He won't be this year.
Yeah, he's better than Kenneth Murray.
Is he better than Corey Littleton?
Yeah, okay. Corey Littleton's a bum now. Like he left the Rams and he was just horrible.
Yeah, they have him at 22. Is he better than Benardrick McKinney at 20? No, he's not.
I don't even know who he plays for being honest.
I'm pretty sure he just got released. He was on the Dolphins. Who is this Josie Jewell?
Oh, he's also on the Broncos. He's actually not horrible. I mean, he's not better than Devin White, but he's not bad.
They have this Nick Kwiatkowski guy from the Raiders. Besides the fact of the list, I mean, there are stud guys in this position. KJ Wright.
I honestly agreed with like most of the people that you named, like up to 15 that were above Devin White.
Right, and that makes sense. But I just had to point that out because I know he hated Devin White, so I was just gonna put that in there for a debate. But
all right, we gotta throw in a shout out. You know, today wore my Bustin' with the Boys merch. You know, no free shout outs, but
you're in the free business, shout out.
If you're in the business for the second best sports podcast out there, go hit up Bustin' with the Boys. Hottest merch in the game. You know,
yeah, you know, they're only the second best because, you know, Television Talk exists.
Yeah. I mean, once we get merch out, you know, I know it'll sell out first day.
Yeah, once we get Nathan on the bus, then we'll be up there.
I mean, there is a plane in Georgia, so you never know. We might come at you with the podcast from an abandoned play. Like
playing in with the boys.
Yeah, playing in with the boys.
Flying with the boys.
I mean that would be fire.
Flying with the boys.
That would be fire.
Chilling on a plane with the boys.
Special guest Taylor Lewan.
Yeah, right. Special guest busting with the boys.
Get Will to fly down.
No. You put the bus next to the plane and you sit on top of the bus and the plane.
All right, it is time to move into our week 1 predictions. These we're not going to take an hour on these. It's going to be who's winning the game and a short little why we think they're going to win the game. So first, Thursday Night Football opening game of the season, Cowboys and Buccaneers. I got Buccaneers winning. I think everyone should have them winning unless you're a Cowboys fan and you for some reason think it's your year, which you just need help. I got the Buccaneers winning, and I think a big reason is Zach Martin going down with COVID. I think Dak's going to struggle first game back. I think that Bucs pass rush is going to be getting to him. I know that they still have guys like Tyron Smith. I don't even remember who else is on their O-line. But, I mean, Lyle Collins, like they have solid tackles, but, I mean, interior is not as solid without Zach Martin there. So I think Vita Vea and Dominic Sue, they are going to have a field day getting after the quarterback.
Yeah. I also have the Buccaneers because, to me, it's obvious. And to me, it just comes down to wide receivers and the Buccaneers wanting to make a statement in their first game. Yeah, you bring back your whole roster and you lose your first game. It ain't looking too good. So,
I mean, Cowboys defense didn't improve. Cowboys defense didn't improve whatsoever.
That's what I was getting to. Yeah, like corners specifically. I mean,
it's Trevon Diggs.
Yeah, the Buccaneers don't have a solidified run game.
Yeah,
but Brady can still throw the ball like anyone else.
I mean, Brady's gonna be running the football. I mean, he ditched the knee sleeve for the first time in like 13 years since he tore his ACL.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, watch out. 1K coming from Tom Brady. All right, next game. We got Eagles, Falcons in Atlanta. I got Falcons winning. I got Pitts going off in his debut. I think Pitts is going to go for at least 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's new to the league. People aren't going to know how to stop him, especially the Eagles. I mean, linebackers are going to struggle heavily against him.
Right.
And I think the Falcons defense can stop Jalen Hurts. I mean, with guys like Deion Jones, speedy linebacker, going to be able to hold the Eagles at bay.
Yeah. I have the Falcons too. This is an interesting game for me because one, like after the game, like you're gonna see. To me, it's gonna be a close game, and we didn't do record predictions on the or like score predictions. Sorry. But to me, it's gonna be a close game. I think the Falcons are gonna come out on top with two atrocious defenses and two like really young offenses. I mean, Falcons, yeah, have Matt Ryan, but like,
ignore Matt Ryan.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
like,
put in Josh Rosen.
Yeah, right. I mean, no, but I feel like Jalen Hurts is gonna make a couple of flashy plays. Devontae Smith is gonna blow up for a touchdown, and then it'll be that kind of like back and forth, slow third quarter, and then like one person like rules the fourth, right? So it'll just be like your mediocre week one game with two trash teams with, everyone's gonna be like, oh, Devontae Smith, woohoo, like, and then week two, I don't know who they play week two, but it's just Falcons win, like you said, Kyle Pitts gonna get a cakewalk on his first game with a trash defense. So, but to me, it's like, meh. That's one of those games. It's like whatever.
Yeah. All right. Next game, we got the Steelers and the Bills. I got the Bills winning, and I think that Allen and Diggs are just gonna pick off right where they left off. Gonna have a big day, and I just don't think the Steelers offense will be able to keep pace with the Bills.
Yeah, that one's no brainer to me. Not that the Steelers are a bad team. I honestly hate the slander of the Steelers. That AFC North might be one of the more competitive divisions this year. I mean, all of a sudden the Browns get Super Bowl contender, and the Ravens are just the Ravens, right? So it's like the Bengals are the only liability in that division. Like, the Steelers aren't a bad team. I don't know why everyone thinks the Steelers are all of a sudden like this trash. Oh my, the two teams are better. It doesn't matter. They're not getting a playoff spot, but why does that matter? They're still a good team.
I don't think they're trash, but I think they'll be like 8-9, 9-8 territory.
And that's fine. But it's like, why does everyone all of a sudden just want to hate on the Steelers? Like,
4-13.
You still got one of the best defenses in the league. Your wide receiving core is still good. Like, regardless if you hate Juju or not, I hate Juju. But he's Corvette. He's still the best. I mean, he's still like, I don't know. He's the best they got. They're fine. They're a good team, but the Bills are too good. So
next game, Vikings Bengals. I got Vikings winning, and I think that Dalvin Cook is going to be going off in this game. I think he's going to come out hot week one, over 150 yards on the ground.
Yeah. I'll go Vikings here. Don't be surprised to see an upset. Like,
I was between Dalvin Cook going off and like Joe Burrow having a strong week one.
Yeah.
Voice crack tracker number 1.
Yeah, I feel like the Vikings could surprise people. Like, if for some reason Aaron Rodgers got hurt, like week 2, like the Vikings could just go off. Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs in the league. You've still got Thielen and Jefferson. Your defense is not horrible, but no, they're just, like I said earlier, just kind of that mediocre spot where it's like, man. So I'll still take the Vikings though.
Next up, we got 49ers and Lions. I got the 49ers winning, and I think that their defense will hold the Lions to under 200 yards of total offense. Jared Goff coming back, playing familiar foe in the 49ers. I just think he will struggle. I mean, he has no one around him. DeAndre
Mhm.
Swift is questionable, and apparently, even if he does play, he'll be on a snap count. Does
Yeah.
not bode well for my fantasy teams because I think I have him on both. So not good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go with 49ers here just because I don't know. This is like when you come out of the gates of the preseason and you have your fourth preseason game. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like this is I don't care. Like, put in Trey Lance. Do it. Like why not? Just I don't know. Just to see him play.
Yeah.
Whatever. The Lions are not a good team whatsoever. I think everyone's covered base. So or touch base. Whatever the saying is. No. Hot take for that game, just to say one. Let's say the Lions get a pick six.
Yeah, it'll be like first play of the game. And then from there, it's just going to be completely shut down.
Garoppolo gets pick six, and then Trey Lance comes in to win the game. Another one of those like week one stereotypes, right? Like he's just instantly Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Cardinals Titans. You know, the boys coming out. Obviously had to have the boys winning. It's
every week.
Yeah. I mean, it's
17-0.
not just because of the bias. It's because Cardinals defense. Yes, they have Chandler Jones. Yes, they have JJ Watt. Name me a player outside of Byron Murphy Jr. and Budda Baker that they have on their defense.
What is it? Corey Peters, but Isaiah Simmons, and Zayvon Collins.
I mean, like they have a solid front seven, but like secondary is horrible.
Yeah,
Malcolm Butler retired and left them in shambles.
Malcolm Butler's definitely sitting in training camp, like, bro, what'd I get myself into? It's like, I'm actually a dick.
Oh man, these are some bums.
can I go back to Tennessee now?
It's New England. They got any open spots?
Right.
He didn't want to be known as Malcolm Bumler.
Hold up.
Do we have breaking news on the podcast?
No, kind of. I don't know. Andrews not the top paid tight. Oh, it doesn't matter. Mark Andrews just got like a salary, whatever.
He got an extension, 4 years, $56 million.
Yeah.
Wow. He's the third highest paid tight end behind Kittle and Kelsey.
Yeah.
I think Waller and Hawkinson will probably end up following suit, get some pretty big contracts.
Yeah.
So I think that can be I mean, how old is he? He's 26 today? I thought he was older than that. I thought he was just like one of those people that broke out late.
Nah, Mark Andrews is young. Like, old. Yeah.
All right. So back to Cardinals Titans. Yeah, Titans winning. I got the Titans trio, the new trio of Julio, AJ, and Henry. I got them combining for 300 yards.
Yeah, sure.
Most of that will probably end up being Henry, but
yeah, to me, it's just like, not even just for this game, like for the whole season, just to say this like once and not have to say it again, like just because the Titans get Julio Jones and you've got this amazing like wide receiver duo with Julio and AJ, do not like look away from the fact that Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry. Like, run the ball. Like, the Titans are going to be running the ball. Just because Julio, at the end of the season only has 800 yards and AJ has borderline 1,000 yards, and you're like, maybe it wasn't the whatever. Like, if we lose the divisional round, I'm going to be like, bro, you have all three of these guys trying to get the workload in. And it's like, even if Henry ends up with, 1,600 and it is second for rushing yards, I don't know. I don't care because like we're still the same team. It's just with one more flashy guy added on. Now everyone wants to say we're Super Bowl contenders, and it's like we could have done it anyway. Like I don't know. It's just it is annoying. Now we get the publicity because we got one of the flashiest guys in the NFL. It's like, bro,
it obviously helps getting Julio because it's like one more person to draw the attention
Right.
away from Henry. I mean,
Right.
that's kind of how I see it. Like defenses are going to be less prone to stack the box because they're going to
You
need
can't
more
stack the box.
guys.
Yeah, you can't. Like, it's just we have built this scheme where it's like we kept our offense coordinator. Yeah, he's new, but he's been in the system. You've got two guys on the outside that can go get the ball, and then you've got two lesser names, Chester Rogers and Cameron Batson or Josh Reynolds in the slot. You can't stack the box. So it's gonna be that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a lot of running. Just be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, and last thing before we move on to the next game, sleeper pick for the Titans to have an amazing year. ASAP Ferc, Anthony Ferks are at tight end. I mean, so much attention being drawn away from the tight end position. I think play action is going to be big for Ferkser this year, especially with the absence of Jonnu taking targets.
And there could easily be just a lot of just flats, just dump offs. And he could come out with a whole bunch of catches this year. But
all right, next game, Seahawks and the Colts. Time disappeared for a second.
I was down to 20%, and he gave me the warning.
All right, we got I think we both had the Seahawks winning. I think just Russ in the first half of every NFL season, he's going to start his first half. Everyone's going to be saying, "Oh, Russell Wilson, MVP."
MVP. Week 7 comes along, and everyone's like, actually.
Yeah, when he throws for like less than 150 yards.
Right.
So, pretty simple there. Not that the Colts are horrible. Their offense is really kind of lacking.
Yeah, very.
Outside of Taylor and a strong O-line, not flashy.
And it won't be strong this game for sure.
Well, is Quinn Nelson not active?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Well, I saw that him and Wentz were back practicing, so.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I mean, even if they do play, they'll be limited. They're not
probably. Let me see real fast if Quentin Nelson will play.
Really, it just matters if Quentin Nelson's play. I don't think Wentz is going to play. They're going to baby him too much. I just think, I don't know. Even if they are playing, I don't think. I mean, I think their defense will hold. I think it'll be a low scoring game because of a bad offense on the Colts, and then the Colts defense just being one of the more underrated defenses in the league. I don't think it'll be very high scoring, but
yeah. All right, next game, Chargers and Washington football team. I got Washington winning, and I think it's just going to be the defense coming up with a big showing, clamping Herbert, and I think their defense is just going to be carrying them most of the season.
I'm actually gonna go a different way for the first time. I'm gonna go LA. I think the Chargers have a good defense, and I think it's good enough to stop Fitzpatrick. The Washington did build a pretty good offense in the offseason. Bringing in Curtis Samuel, you've got Antonio Gibson, who could be like that breakout player this year. And you've also, obviously got Terry McLaurin, and Logan Thomas to mention. But obviously there's that defense. But I think Herbert's going to come out week 1 just ready to go. You've got Austin Eckler, who's a stud. You still got Keenan Allen. There's not much else on the offense. I think the Chargers defense is not necessarily slept on, but I think they do have that that ability to be like that one defense that just shuts down in a random week, any given week, and I think that could be this week. So,
I could definitely see it going either way. It's just mainly if the Washington offense can do if they can be mediocre, I think their defense will be more than enough.
Yeah.
Next game, Jets Panthers, Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson back against New York in Carolina for this one. I get the Panthers winning. I think Wilson's going to struggle. I mean, the Panthers have a honestly pretty improved defense this year with Hassan Reddick and Brian Burns on the D line, along with Derek Brown, Shaq Thompson at linebacker. They got Jeremy Chin. good corners. They got a J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson. I mean, honestly, a pretty slept on defense in my opinion. I think that they'll be able to shut down the Jets. I'll be cheering for Corey Davis, but
yeah,
I think Panthers will win pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Panthers. I think it's kind of been like the message of the offseason for the Jets is kind of just like love what they're doing for the future, but this isn't the year. That's exactly it. So, not much to say there. Panthers defense is really good. So
yeah. Next game, Jags Texans. Texans are they're gonna lose. Jags are gonna win. Trevor Lawrence is gonna have a good first start. I mean, without Deshaun Watson, I just think the Texans are kind of a lost hope. I mean, everyone's saying Tyrod's not that bad, but I mean, when you're going from Deshaun Watson to Tyrod Taylor, there's a significant drop off.
There's and there's that like this like barrier that everyone just like doesn't want to cross. That's like, if this team still had Deshaun, they'd still be a 4-win football team. Like they're not good.
Like Deshaun's just like the bridge from like 1 win to 4 wins.
That's exactly right. Exactly. Like it's like everyone just thinks, everyone just like when Tyrod got announced to start, or I guess it was today, they were like, everyone was like, Tyrod has been announced QB1, but Deshaun Watson is still on the roster. And I'm like, he's not playing.
Yeah,
he will not play a snap of football this season.
Going to hold out.
Yeah. It's not even hold out. I mean, he's holding out, but
he's going to be held out by.
Yeah. Right. But it's like, he will not play a snap of football for anyone this season. He will. And it's just like, no one wants to just like shut up about it. Like no one just wants to say, nah. they just like, oh, maybe he'll come back. Dude, no. Like Tyrod, I mean, he's led many teams to a 3-win season. So I'll go ahead and take my 2 wins in Houston and give it to the Jags. So
yeah. Browns Chiefs next game. I'm going to the Browns in this one. I think the Browns will stun the Chiefs. High scoring game, but I think the Browns will have the last laugh in this one.
I am not going against Pat Mahomes in week 1. So that's just as simple as it gets. Not that I think the Browns are tremendously improved roster wise. They have one of the most talented rosters in the league, but I think the Chiefs are too good.
Is that 2 in just one word? Voice cracker up to 2.
I think Chiefs week 1 with, I don't know if you saw, but Arrowhead got changed. It's like a new name now. It's like something at Arrowhead. It's like 4-letter abbreviation, stadium at Arrowhead, and everyone's like, I'm still gonna call it Arrowhead. Either way, It's the loudest stadium in football. They're not losing week 1. So
next,
though I do think it'll be high scoring and it'll be a good game. But
yeah, next, Dolphins and Patriots. I got the Dolphins winning. I think Mac Jones will struggle initially, but it will be cool to see Mac Jones and Tua squaring off in week 1. Just don't like rookies in week 1 most of the time. I mean, I don't like Tua either, but Tua I think will do slightly better.
I'm gonna go Pats here. I think Miami has a really good defense that has like, I don't want to say like potential, but like their front 7 is good. I just think the Patriots O-line is way too good, and Bill Belichick obviously sees something. I don't know if you saw the report, but Mac Jones was helping Cam Newton learn the Pats playbook. It's like homeboy's been on the team for what, 5 months, and Cam, I don't know. I don't know if Cam's done, or he's definitely not getting a start.
I think he probably is.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting a starting job this season whatsoever. So he could go sit behind Tua, but like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna trust in Mac Jones. I like Mac. again, not high on rookies, not even just in week 1, but like their first season in general.
Yeah.
You can't call anyone reliable in their first 2 years. I don't really care what you say. So.
All right, next game, Packers and Saints. I'm going to go with the upset. I got the Saints winning. I think Jameis is going to put the whole league on notice. I think he's going to go for 300 plus yards and 4 touchdowns with no interceptions. That's the big number
Really?
there. Yeah. I think that him and Marquez are going to form a really strong connection week 1.
Yeah. I'm actually really big on the Saints this year, but I'm still gonna go with the Packers.
Yeah.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers has like not something to prove, but like a chip on his shoulder, a big chip on his shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
kind of just like, I am this, a bad man, and I'm like, I mean, he's got this like, I can come in here, I can do whatever I want, and I'm gonna win games just because I can. So
Yeah.
I feel like he's not gonna take this season. Not that it's not like gonna be too seriously, but he's gonna be more of like a, I'm gonna win the Super Bowl without even trying. Like I can come in here and make my own decisions, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go Packers here just to start week 1 off with, and like I said, Marcus Callaway, gonna talk to a lot of people this year. But yeah.
Next up, Broncos Giants. I got the Broncos winning this one. I think Teddy B is gonna be good enough, but I think it's just gonna be the start of the fall of Danny Dimes. I think this is the year they see he's not the guy, and they're gonna draft someone new, or maybe be in the trade market for. Oh, I don't think they would trade for Deshaun, but maybe.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even say Rod. I think they would be more willing to draft someone than to trade for someone.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a tank for Rattler year, or if it's like a, because I know we'll talk about this, and we will talk about this, but this year really isn't heavy on quarterbacks. So
yeah, I mean,
to me,
Sam Howell came out and struggled in his first college game. So
yeah, and there's always going to be that one like Zach Wilson that pops up midseason that everyone's like really high on. But gotta give it to the Broncos. I don't think Teddy B is the answer whatsoever. He's kind of that bridge quarterback. Like,
again,
to me, like
good enough.
Right. To me, like Phillip Rivers was. Like Phillip Rivers comes in and he's that bridge to, and really it's like Phillip Rivers is part of the bridge, and then Carson Wentz is the other part of the bridge, because Carson Wentz is also not the answer. But it's kind of like that, like, Drew Lock comes in and everyone wants him to succeed, and he's like, boom. Teddy Bridgewater comes in and he's like, hey, let me get you there. And then it's like, you go and you trade, or you go. It's going to be tough for quarterbacks in the next year. It's going to be tough for teams to find that. So they're going to really have to rely on O-line and everyone else. But I'm going to go Packers, Broncos. Just for the right, just so.
Yeah, not Packers winning.
Packers winning it. I don't care.
All right. Next game, we got the Sunday night football game. I believe this is the second Sunday night football game. I think it's like they do like they had the 2 Sunday night games in week 1. I don't know why, but they do. And then Rams and Bears. I got the Rams. Stafford's gonna come out and light them up.
Yeah.
His first game.
Yeah.
Bears just with Andy Dalton, they got nothing going for them. So
yeah. Rams, their defense is way too good for a mediocre offense in Chicago. I don't understand the decision to start Andy Dalton. I don't think anyone does, dude. Don't even say anything. It just goes on paper. Yeah. I don't think anyone understands it.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. But yeah, this is an easy win for the Rams. Stafford going back, playing in his old division.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the Monday night football game, Ravens and Raiders, another week 1 classic for Lamar Jackson, playing against a horrible team and coming out showing everyone, I'm a quarterback, not a running back. And then week 2 comes around and he just runs football.
Who was the other Sunday night game?
I think it's Broncos, Giants, and Rams, Bears.
Okay. I didn't know if you already knew the other one or not. I'm not going to pull it up anymore. Yeah, Ravens. It's not that I think the Raiders are even bad. Like, the Raiders aren't a bad football team. I just don't like John Gruden or Mike Mayock. Like, that front office just needs that's the rebuild they need is the front office. You're wasting Derek Carr, who I think has the ability to be like that superstar QB that just never had the opportunity. So, yeah, I think if that nutshot of an owner can find a way to, I forget his name at this point. He just looks like Chucky.
Oh yeah, Mike Davis.
Yeah, homeboy
something Davis. Yeah,
some homeboy needs a haircut. Like, just shake it off. Like, you're rocking the Martin Luther bowl cut, buddy. Like, you did. I don't know, and that's not Martin Luther King. That's Martin Luther from 95 Theses.
Yeah, I mean, AP European history over here, man.
No, I just, like I said, you made me lose my train of thought. No, Ravens coming out on top because the NFL loves Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
So.
All right, and that is the last game for week 1. We'll come at you next week with the recap of what happened, what our records are after week 1, and we'll do a short little prediction with the 2 segments in front of it. That's all we got for this one. We'll come at you next week with the latest news and updates from around the league. So until next week, peace out.